And we're back. As promised, we made some upgrades to the garden. This system that I'm about to show you all fulfills a personal promise that I've had to fulfill on my own personal behalf. I've been looking at this light for a while, even though this is an upgraded version, because it's been so long. I'm really excited nonetheless. So you're looking at an empty box because I just unboxed this thing. That thing right there, which is this thing, which is the Spydr 2i from Fluence. Shout out to the homies at DNS Garden Supply in San Leandro. If you're in the Bay Area and you're in need of any kind of nutrients or the latest tech like this bad boy, make sure you stop by. Tell Matt Peachtree sent you. Okay, so this is an unboxing, kind of like, you know, first impression video real quick. I haven't opened the ballast yet. If you've been following along, you know I like to mount my ballast remotely, so that's definitely going to be something that I'm looking into. So this is what's going to happen when you open the box and pull this bad boy out. So if anybody's been looking at these LEDs, like I've been for a while, if you grow in a hot environment, or if you're just looking to save, let's say half on your electric bill, this right here, this is going to be the brand you're looking at if you want that quality. And I'll get another video up a little bit later to go a little deeper into the stats and all the numbers on this light. But let's put it this way. The Spydr XML has been replacing double-ended 1,000-watt lights for a couple years now. I know a few commercial growers personally that I've done consultations with that have switched out over and over again these double-ended lights for these LEDs. My personal preference, in my opinion, especially after working with both, and as you know, coming from a background of making the most of the least, I would say these lights are worth every dollar. Now, a lot of people say, dang, you know, 1,500 bucks for a light. Yeah, it's a lot of money, especially when, you know, the mixture of technology and competition has driven the price down so far on your typical single-ended bulbs, which, by the way, I can get great results with. Don't get it wrong. Most of the crops that people saw me do when I was a Prop 215 grower were under single-ended bulbs. I really love the Adjusta wings. I've done quite a few grows with the bat wings from them. I really feel like, you know, the deeper penetration that you get with the Adjusta wings or a bat wing type of reflector is worth the issues that you have with the cooling. But I've also had a lot of successful grows with vented hoods with the glass intact. But we're moving forward and keeping up with the latest technology here. So I've had my eye on the Spydr XMLs for a while. So long, actually, that the company that I was looking at has been acquired by Osram. If you all been following along with LED tech for a while, like I've been, and doing your homework, you'll know that Fluence was originally a BML company and has been switched over. But I think just to keep up with the times and to stay on top, they still would have innovated either way, and this is the end result. So let's go ahead and open this box, take a look at the ballast. The Spydr 2i, the most efficient light on the planet, period. So this is what it looks like folded in half. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video, so to speak, and unfold this bad boy, see what it looks like. It's packaged nicely. It actually looks like a piece of construction equipment, or coming from my background in construction, this reminds me of setting up a workstation. Okay, Nothing to see here, folks. We're just unfolding the light just to see what its true form is going to look like. Which will be that. Beautiful. Build quality seems excellent. Now, I got a funny story about all the trouble that I went to before I went to the hydro shop to pick this thing up. Really concerned whether or not if I'd be able to fit the box in the car, you know. Come to find out, these things come folded in half. You'll see the hinge here on the side. So I definitely didn't have any problem fitting it in a car. The build quality is just top notch. That's my first impression. The LEDs are a lot closer together than the older models. I noticed that first thing. Seems like it has some really good baked on enamel. Looks like a product that'll last a long time. So these do degrade over time. I think in a few years, you know, they kind of get down and lose a certain percentage of their lighting effectiveness. But from my research, without quoting the actual numbers, as far as I remember, it's very minimal. No more changing out bulbs with these, so I think it's a great investment. So they do not come with the cord. You've got to get that. It's a separate kit, which I did, along with the dimmer. And let's go ahead and check out the ballast and see what that looks like. Ballast looks like that. So I'm going to dig into the instructions, get back on their website, and look at, you know, whether or not if this is something that's feasible to mount remotely, or if it needs to go on top of the light like we usually see. Stay tuned for a garden update, everybody. The plants are doing great. They've been through a lot. It's been almost a year where they haven't been in a proper environment, and they're bouncing back. It's actually pretty amazing. It's just a personal grow, nothing too exciting, definitely nothing major, which is kind of why we got to make sure that we cut the fat in all locations, especially with the lighting. So something like this, it's probably going to reduce your electricity bill by about 40 or 50% versus the same amount of wattage in a double-ended or a single-ended HPS or a metal halide. And not to mention the quality that I see gardeners getting from this light and from the new LED technology is something that I've really been wanting to try for a long time. So we'll be doing a mixed spectrum grow. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to be throwing some old school Daystar single-ended HPS bulbs in the room with these lights. Doing some work right now to get some plants back to health. I do have a few. We're just going to be doing 6 plants. We're going to keep it, you know, real small time. It's just a personal situation, but I feel like it's worth updating and giving you all the rundown on what's going on, especially with something beautiful like this that I'm playing with. So make sure you stay tuned. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about my Instagram channel. If you're on this channel, check me out. It's Peace Tree Brand. You know what I always say, look around you and see if there's somebody that might be able to you know what I always say, the motto is cultivate peace. So make sure you look around and see what you can do for those around you. You'll never know what somebody is going through until you really take the time to pay attention. And this is Mr. Peace signing off. Until next time. Look forward to that garden update. And as always, cultivate peace.